You've heard of the famous Hans Christian Andersen tale, The Emperor's New Clothes. It's about a vain ruler who gets swindled into walking around naked, thinking he's wearing the finest of invisible fabrics. Now, if that story were written today, you know the emperor would know he's in the nude and just be proud of it. And it's something political scientist Yascha Mounk describes as a new era of naked power politics. In other words, someone like, say, Vladimir Putin doesn't really care what you think about his blind ambition. He doesn't think he really has to. As Russian tanks and bombs continue to attack Ukraine, there's been much talk of this war resulting in another Iron Curtain. For more on that, here's me.
I fear that for the foreseeable future, we are looking at a new Cold War.
That guy was right. I like that guy. But at the same time, this isn't 1945. It isn't even 1985, when President Ronald Reagan said this.
Since the turn of the century, the number of democracies in the world has grown fourfold. Human freedom is on the march, and nowhere more so than in our own hemisphere.
When Russia's invasion of Ukraine began, this report was rolling hot off the presses, a study on the state of democracy around the world. While the Cold War years saw rapid growth of freedom globally, the decades since have brought the opposite. Freedom House reports democracy has been in decline for 15 consecutive years now, experts calling it a democratic recession. Back in 2005, 44% of the world's population lived in countries classified as free. Today, it's just 20%. So what does all this have to do with Ukraine? Well, much of the world may be running away from Vladimir Putin right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're running toward the United States. In fact, we could argue the greatest export from Russia and China isn't something that you can stop with sanctions, authoritarianism, and disillusionment with Western political systems. Here's one more statistic for you. Pew surveyed people in 16 advanced economies. Only 17% said they believe American democracy is a good model for other countries to follow. In every corner of the world, from Nicaragua to Belarus to the Philippines, dictators are having a moment. Populist leaders like Brazil's Bolsonaro or former President Trump here in the United States have promoted myths of election fraud to undermine confidence in their governments. Add to that mounting inequality, disinformation on social media, and a growing belief that elected officials don't care about average voters.